I recently finished reading Walter Isaacson's biography of Steve Jobs, and I thought it was like a really interesting book. I think it really highlighted just how complex Steve Jobs was as a person, like all of the different ideas and philosophies that were going through his work and his life. But one of the things that kind of stood out to me that I was wondering about is, I kind of think if he were still alive today, like what would he make of the present day world that we're living in, because before his death he was pioneering some of the work in the iPhone, in the iPad, and those were revolutionary technologies. They've really changed a lot about how our world works today. But something else that you come across with in the book is that Steve Jobs really did believe in sort of open workplaces. He believed in sort of open office environments, and he sort of believed in just the ideas that come about, as we're just sort of randomly bumping into people that we may not normally talk to and sharing ideas, and what new insights might come from that. And so the thing that I kind of wonder about is with today's world where so much of our lives, our faces are sort of buried into these screens, into our iPhones and iPads and, whatever smart device that you have, and how these devices are kind of creating these barriers between us. They're sort of taking away from kind of those serendipitous connections that he really seemed to value. I kind of wonder what he would make of that if he were still around today. Would he have any regrets about the technology he created, or would he have maybe new and original ideas for maybe how to combat some of the screen addiction and to get us off the screens more and talking to each other in real life more? And yes, I do appreciate the irony that I am putting this on a screen that you will probably look at in turn, and I'm probably contributing to this problem myself. But it was just a thought that I had. I mean, I'm curious what you might think of that. Feel free to let me know in the comments below.